Pokemon card collecting is at the highest level it has ever been at in history. It's so crazy right now. There's no product, nothing on the shelves. There's scalping going on. There's high numbers and high prices. It's just so hard to navigate right now. So if you're a new collector, or if you're trying to continue to collect and not maybe flip cards, you don't really know what to do. So what I want to do today is I want to help you out with 4 things that I believe someone that's starting to collect Pokemon in 2025, or maybe you've been a collector and you're continuing your collecting through this year, what to do. I started collecting around 5 years ago, but I really jumped back into Pokemon around the beginning of 2024. And within that 1 year, I've already taken my collection to over $6,000 in value. Through these 4 simple ways, I was able to take my collection and turn it into something that actually has value and something that you can even do today. All right, let's get into this thing. Number 1, master sets. This is hands down, I believe, my favorite way of increasing value of your card collection over time. And I'm a big fan of it because I have 3 master sets that are already complete in 2024. What I believe master setting does is it makes you actually care about every single card. The big hits and the small hits, the full arts that are in the middle. I mean, everything literally has to be inside this binder or else it's not a complete master set. So find a set that you love and set up a challenge that says, hey, I want to try to collect all of these. Yes, you are definitely going to have some big hitters or some more expensive cards within the set. But what this does is it helps you focus on less pulling and more picking. What can I afford now compared to what can I afford in the future? Find all those ARs, find all those full arts, find all of the simple holographic reverse holos that you'll need for master sets. Get those done with. And by that time, maybe you've saved up enough money to actually start spending money on your big hits. So just simply buy a binder and start collecting. There are tons of Pokemon that are still available. You don't need the biggest and hottest product right now. Just start somewhere. Number 2 is this. Collect your favorite Pokemon. This is such a fun and easy way to start collecting because if you are interested in Pokemon, you probably have a favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Greninja, and my goal is to collect every single Greninja that Pokemon has ever made. Greninja has a lot of cards, and there are some that are affordable and some that are incredibly expensive. So once again, you start with the smaller hits, start filling up that binder, and then eventually over time, you're able to finally get the big hits that you want. It's a great way to start collecting if you're a new beginner or if you've been collecting for a long time. What's your favorite? Stick with it and try to collect them all. Number 3, invest in tradable cards. Now this has 2 parts. Number 1, which Pokemon are you focusing on investing in? I hate to say this, but there are Pokemon that definitely are more popular than other Pokemon. Let's take Lugia and Heracross. Heracross only has 26 cards total, and the highest valued card is only around $71. And on the other hand, Lugia has 53 cards, and the highest valued card of all the Lugias is from the Aquapolis set, and it's almost $2,400. That's just insane. So as you can tell, if you collect Lugia cards, what it will do is probably help you increase your value in the future. So you have to know which Pokemon are popular. Pikachus are popular. Greninjas are popular. Shoot, any Eevee evolution card right now has gone through the roof. So know which Pokemon is popular and which one is selling right now. You have to remember this. Value is based upon the individual. So it's dependent on what one person is willing to pay for a specific card. And if someone has a memory maybe about the anime and they fell in love with Noivern, they're gonna pay more money for Noivern. So find those connections with people. What do people want? And then how can you get those at a very small amount to see them one day increase? The second way to invest in tradable cards is this. I want you to focus on 3 types of cards: promos, trainer galleries, and AR cards. These cards are not high level expensive and they're not breaking the markets, but they all have potential. Let's take these 3 cards for example: the Scizor, the Mimikyu, and the Greninja. I bought all these cards in November and they totaled to a little bit over $20 of what I spent on them. And since November to January, we have seen an increase of $26 total. What was once just $21 has now turned into $57. The Greninja has gone up $14 since I bought it. The Mimikyu has gone up $6 and the Scizor has also gone up $6. But here are cards that nobody thinks about, that just because they're not super valuable now doesn't mean they can't be in the future. Don't skip out on these cards, because maybe these cards that no one thinks about can turn into the Magikarp that everyone loves now. And the final thing, the way that I think every single person can make it through 2025, even with crazy prices, collect what you can afford. In the world of Pokemon collecting, there are collectors that don't have a lot of money and can't afford the gold stars or can't afford the PSA 10s. Don't worry about those things. Just collect what you can afford. Today, you might not have a lot of money and you might have to start where I started with nothing and start slowly building master sets to now having value. Or maybe you have a lot of money and you're blessed unbelievably and you want to use it on something that you love like Pokemon. Buy the Charizards, buy those big things because that's what you love. And I think that that's what's so amazing about collecting is it's your passion, your heart. And if you want to spend big money, spend big money. If you don't have that money and you want to be smart and you want to start small, start small. There's no wrong way to collect. Well, maybe don't scalp and try to make a living off of it. Just simply collect cards. Guys, I think if you do these 4 things, just enjoy the hobby. Start small, build up from there. I think that 2025 can be such an enjoyable year for collecting, especially within Pokemon. But if you want some free product, we're actually doing a live stream giveaway on January 25th at 4 p.m. Central Time. You have to be a part of the live stream and sub to enter, and that's it. It's that easy. It's going to be so much fun. We're live streaming here on YouTube. Do not miss out because we're going to be giving away over $350 worth of value to you guys. And we're also doing it in-house. We're doing it at our friends over at Spa City Cards. They're letting us use the store to do giveaways, and it's just going to be so much fun building our community and growing it together. Listen, I love you guys. Thank you so much for investing with me. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you did, I love you and appreciate you. See you on the next one.